Wolves fans, welcome to Algonquin College for today's OCAA basketball matchup between the Loyalist Lancers and your Algonquin Wolves. DJ, we got the teams? Perfect. The Algonquin Student Association acknowledges that today's game is taking place on the traditional, unceded, unsurrendered territory of the Anishinaabe Algonquin people. At this time, if you're able, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Hello everyone, I'm Josh Pena here at the Jack Doyle Athletic Center at Algonquin College. Today's event, women's basketball. We have the undefeated Algonquin Wolves currently holding the #1 spot in the East, winning their last 8 games, facing off against the Loyalist Lancers, who are currently 4-5, holding the 5th spot in the East. The Loyalists planning to spoil the Wolves' undefeated season here. For more information and play-by-play, we go to Michael and Damon for more.
Thank you for the intro, Josh. So, Mike, we have to talk about this intense game coming up. We have, as Josh said, the undefeated Algonquin Wolves against the Loyalists, who are a team that's a little bit streaky as we've seen this season. They've come into this game winning their last 2. And what do you make of this matchup tonight? Just early thoughts?
And absolutely, Damon. Honestly, the Algonquin Wolves are coming in on a huge winning streak, but the Loyalists are looking to play spoiler tonight. Like you said, they're 4-5 right now, but they have won their last 2 games, so they're on a bit of a streak, so they're going to look to continue that tonight. Now looking towards the Loyalist starters. We're doing that right now. We got Jessica Malixley, number 5. We got Nicole Taylor. We got Daniela Myers, and we got Grace Callahan pulling up in the 5th spot. Who are we looking at tonight for the Loyalists?
I think for Loyalists, there's a couple players we can look at. I think Grace Callahan is a player who leads them in points per game with 12.7, then Chelsea Taylor at 11.2 points per game. And then I think the main one to look at is Daniela Meyer with 10.7 points per game in the season. He's been a really good, only third year playing, so I feel like she's someone that we have to look out for tonight.
Absolutely. Keep an eye on Caleb Hugh, the head coach for the Loyalists. He's been scheming all week for this tough Algonquin squad, and he says he's very ready for this game. Now looking over at Algonquin with under head coach Jamie McLean, we got Deshai McDonald. Do you want to talk a little bit about her real quickly?
Deshai McDonald is an unreal player. She's won almost everything she possibly can win for an individual award at the stage of her career. The only thing she's missing right now is an OCAA championship, and I think the team has their eyes set on that championship this season. She's a very good two-way player. She has a very good reputation for defense that leads to offense. And she leads the team with 14.1 points per game in the season and leads the OCAA in field goal percentage with 53.3% shooting.
There she is right there. She's going over to the other coaches and she's saying hi, and we are ready to get this kick started off. The lights are on, the game is set, the ref is at center court, and we are ready to go. Algonquin Wolves at Loyalist Lancers. Let's get it. Waiting on the opening tip-off here. Keep an eye out for Sydney Moore, the shooting guard at arm prior for Algonquin. She's been on a bit of a hot streak recently, so keep an eye out for her around the three-point line. Whistle in, we got our jump ball. And Algonquin taps it back. And Loyalist is going to take over. Number 7, Daniela Myers to the basket, and she's going to miss that layup. Algonquin with the rebound. Jason McDonald taking it up. Pass off to the left side. Drive to the lane, Libby Hurst, layup off the backboard, and no good. Rebound Loyalist.
It was a smart drive from Hurst there, we just couldn't get it on net.
Loyalist looking to get the first points of the game on the floor. Bit of a travel there. Yep. And Algonquin's ball. Like we had said, Damon, the Loyalists are leading the league in turnovers currently.
And that's the kind of ball you can't turn over. There's not much pressure there from the Algonquin Wolves. And that just a fumble by Loyalist.
Give and go for Sienna Miller, and a foul on the Loyalists. Algonquin will go to the line.
Very smart drive from Sienna Miller. She recognizes there isn't too many players there in the paint for the Loyalist. Just says, I'll take this myself, and then she earns 2 free throws.
Her first time at the line tonight, looking for the first points of the game. And the first one is good, and that is 1-0 Wolves. She's looking for a lot more points than just one, though, that's for sure. Sets up, and a second free throw is also good, and it'll be up 2-0. Loyalists are taking it up. Number 8, Nicole Taylor. And there's Daniela Myers, the star of this team. She's going to be getting the ball quite a bit today. A little bit of a tip there. Almost a steal by Algonquin, but they're going to set up for 2. And it's a deep 3, and it's an air ball. Rebound Loyalists on offense still. And it is pulled away by Algonquin, but Loyalist is back at it again. Quick shot, number 22, Corin Kulski. No good. Algonquin with the rebound, taking it back off the court. Number 6, Chelsea Taylor inside 11, and that is a no-good shot there. Loyalists with the rebound, and they're taking it back the other way.
Got to give a lot of credit on that last play to Libby Hurst. That is 3 rebounds in one sequence she got. She leads the entire OCA. Actually, she's 4th place in rebounds, but 3 already in one sequence. That's pretty cool.
Grace Callahan in the paint. She's looking back outside. And a drive to the lane, and a tip by Algonquin. Dive ball. Bryce Callahan picks it back up. And shot clock violation. Algonquin's going to take over as Loyalists cannot get off the shot in time.
You and I were talking about their turnovers earlier, Mike, and that is what is really helping out Algonquin so far, forcing Loyalists in these plays where they have to turn over the ball here, and this is where Deja McDonald works her magic.
Deja McDonald moving the ball up the court. Pass inside to Libby Hurst, who holds on to it. And back to Sanaya Miller, outside for 3. No good, and the rebound's going to be a Loyalist. That's Grace Callahan, and once again, she's had a couple rebounds so far this game, and she's a huge head of steam, and she'll take a foul rushing into there.
I think McNamara got a little too aggressive on that ball, and that'll be a foul against her.
It's the first Algonquin foul of the day, and they will inbound it off the side. Algonquin still up 2-0 here in the early stages of the first quarter, and Loyalists are looking to get on the board for the first time as they're in the offensive zone. And no pass is able to get up for Loyalists, and that's going to be another turnover. That's their 3rd of the first quarter here.
That is completely the wrong way you want to turn over the ball. You got to get the ball in play with that kind of possession.
Absolutely. Sanaya Miller moves it up. McDonald for 3. And that one's no good. Rebound Loyalists. Number 6, Chelsea Taylor with the rebound there. Moves it up. That is Grace Callahan with the bobble. It is picked up by Nicole Taylor, and that's going to be a foul on her. Algonquin a bit aggressive here on the fouls. What do you think?
I think they're pretty aggressive. We know Deja McDonald sometimes can be aggressive, but that's because she wants the ball. She wants to own the moment, and she's a top game player, and sometimes you have to take fouls in order to show that you want to win.
Absolutely. She's going for that ball, but you know she's going to come up with some turnovers tonight. Daniela Myers taking it inside, and we're going to get a travel call on the Loyalists. That's going to be their fourth turnover in just 4 minutes right here. And Algonquin, even though they're only up 2-0, is definitely in control of this game.
They very much are in control, but I think once they start getting the points, they start being a little bit more clinical on their shooting. I think that's when you'll see they'll be in control. McDonald
cutting inside, and a quick layup inside Algonquin. That's another 2 right there.
What a play there from Miller, from McDonald to Miller. Miller's completely uncontested there, and you always have to mark someone if they're in the paint.
Algonquin playing push defense right here, and we got another travel, and Loyalist is definitely not in their offensive group so far today. No points.
Forrester just seems confused by that call. She just did a what sign to the referee, and got to know that's a travel.
Inbound Algonquin, and McDonald's going to take this one up as she always does. Number 14, Megan McNamara takes it inside, and a quick pass, layup, good. Algonquin up 6-0 here.
Smart cut there from Libby Hurst. McNamara uses her vision, sees Hurst is wide open, and the Wolves take advantage again, and that's what happens when you turn over the ball to the Wolves. All of the Wolves' points so far this game have come off of Loyalist turnovers, and that is a part of the game that's really punishing Loyalist.
Seriously, look at the presence of Sienna Miller in the paint. She's doing a great job as well as Libby Hurst. We got Grace Callahan at the point with the ball. Quick screen. Ooh, a bit rough there, but it's going to keep it playing. And a spin move, layup. Just off the backboard and no good. Rebound Loyalist on offense. Myers inside, gets the ball stolen. There's Daisha Miller. And adds another 2.
No doubt about it from Deja McDonald. When you know she has the ball, even if she's in her own half and you know she has even a little bit of space, you know she's going to pounce on it.
Absolutely unstoppable. We got Grace Callahan moving the ball up, and 2 players collided. The ball's still in play. And we got Daniela Myers taking it to the paint, and that one's going to be another no-good shot. Loyalists stay off the board. Taking the ball up, Daisha McDonald inside, quick paint, and a pass back. We got Libby Hurst, shot, foul, and 1. Chance for a 3-point play for Algonquin here, and they are already out to a 10-0 lead.
What persistence from the Algonquin Wolves. They keep the energy up, and they know how to drive the net. You see there, McDonald across to Hurst. Hurst takes the contact, gets it in the basket. This is the dream start the Algonquin Wolves wanted today, and right now, Loyalist is in a tough spot.
Algonquin absolutely dominating this game today. Algonquin doesn't have any turnovers. Loyalist has 5. And Algonquin currently up 10-0. Now 11-0 with that free throw is good. 3-point play and a timeout taken by the Loyalists.
It just looks like a substitution that's being called. It's Libby Hurst is out of the game and Piper Hathaway checks in.
There we go. Nice layup there. Libby Hurst is having herself a game so far early.
Really good game for Libby Hurst. She's already had 3 points. And she has like 5 or 6 rebounds. Honestly, I've lost count, and it's been really early, and I can't wait to see her rebound count by the end of the game.
Loyalist actually turned it over last time, so we got Algonquin in the offensive zone with the inbound. And it's going to be out deep to Daniela Meyer. Number 12 draws to the lane, and that's going to be a foul on Sienna Miller, and she's going to go to the line.
Again, this is what Sienna Miller does. She finds the spots to drive the net, gets the contact there, and of course, 2 free throws.
Algonquin at the line for the 3rd time tonight. They're 3 for 3 on free throws so far. Free throw number 1 is no good. It's the first Algonquin free throw miss of the night. And the second attempt, we're going to bring in the Loyalist defenders, see if they can get the rebound if this next one's no good as well. Sienna Miller knocks down the second free throw. It's going to be 12-0 Algonquin. And we got another substitution, Loyalist, bringing in number 8, Nicole Taylor, guard out of Mississauga. Let's see if she can make a difference. Layup and foul, and 1. Algonquin absolutely pouring it on in the early stages of this game.
I think pouring it on would be an understatement. Anything Loyalist gives Algonquin, any kind of turnover, any mistake, Algonquin has just pounced, and that's been the story of the game so far.
Back to the line for Algonquin, 4 of 5. And the first one is good. That is number 10, Chloe Lapointe at the line. It is 15-0 Algonquin, and the Loyalists are looking to get on the board for the first time tonight. They have been struggling.
It's been really hard for Loyalists so far. Algonquin's been playing a high press, and I think the high press is really working because we know that they have so many turnovers that it gives them less time to make those decisions with the ball.
Algonquin running the full court press, and Loyalists haven't even been able to get past their half court mark in over 2 minutes. Loyalist inbound now. We got Sydney Moore moving in to the superstar. Daniela Myers to the lane and on foul. Shot's no good, but she'll go to line for 2.
That's a smart play there by Myers, just to drive the net and try to get that contact. You know, the shooting there isn't much of an option. And you know the Algonquin Wolves players, their feet aren't planted, so you just got to try to get some contact and try to get something to get your team going.
Myers open for the first points of the night for the Loyalist Lancers here, and the first one is no good. That's a rough from their star player, Daniela Myers. She's been averaging the most points on the team. We're looking to put the Loyalists on the board for the first time tonight. And there we go. We got one on the board, 15-1 Algonquin as they take it back up. We got Sydney Moore moving the ball. Quick pass at the three-point line. She's looking inside, bobbles the ball. Chloe Lapointe bumbles the ball. Back to Sydney Moore. Back to Lapointe. Up at the three-point line. Shot clock running down. We got 7 seconds and a foul on Loyalists. And that's going to be an defensive foul. And Algonquin will inbound it. Or rather, we're already in the bonus, so they will go to the line.
You got to give the Algonquin Wolves a lot of credit for the way they work their system. They have a lot of switches and cuts. That's way too much for Loyalists to handle. And then the Algonquin Wolves do what they always do, just take full advantage again. And now Chloe Lapointe's going to go to the line to take some free throws.
Her second time at the line tonight, and she is 1 for 3 now. And second free throw chance coming up. Daniela Myers bringing the ball up the court for the Loyalists. She'll take a shot, and that one's going to be off the mark and out of bounds. And it will be off of Algonquin, and Loyalists will... Nope, rather it will be off the Loyalists, and Algonquin will take over.
Now we see the press the Algonquin Wolves are playing. We see Hathawell's putting on the pressure. And Loyalists, they're forced to take the shot. They can't get the rebound, and of course, again, it's been the story, Algonquin Wolves basketball.
Lapointe with the ball once more. Back to Moore. Looking inside, has a wide open man outside. And quick drive to the lane. Layup is off the backboard, no good. Offensive rebound, Algonquin. They still have it in the paint. It is tipped, bobbled. They have it in the corner, and it is out of bounds. Algonquin ball off of the Loyalists.
Smart play there by Kate Darmer to try to force that off the Loyalist player, and it ends up working out for her. And again, the Algonquin Wolves get the basketball.
Kate Darmer is going to inbound for Algonquin here in the offensive zone, looking to add to their lead here, up to 15 points here midway through the first quarter. Plays whistled in, and here we go. And a quick pass, quick shot, and it is good right at the end of the shot clock. Look at that shot right there.
What a buzzer beater there for Piper Hathawell. We see she's being marked, runs into a space, a marker leaves her wide open.
She's not always on the court, but wants to make her mark. Quick drive to the lane, and the Loyalists are in the paint, looking for a layup. And once again, that one rolls off the rim and no good. Algonquin rebound. And a bit of a bobble in center court, but Algonquin will keep it. Pass outside. We got a three-pointer. That one's no good. Self-rebound. Pass inside. Quick layup. Also no good. Self-rebound. And we got more 2 points for the Algonquin Wolves. 20-1. What do the Loyalists do here?
I don't know what Loyalists can do, and another turnover here.
Remember, Algonquin's back at it again, setting up in the offensive zone, taking their time. We got Sydney Moore for 3. And that one bounces out, and Loyalists will take the ball up, hoping against all hope to get some points on the board here. Number 8, Nicole Taylor, shot, and ooh, nice shot. And that's a 3 for the Loyalists, 20-4.
Now Nicole Taylor with that shot, that's the kind of shot that Loyalists need to kind of try to get them some form back in the game.
Sydney Moore, quick pass of the outside. That's Kate Dahmer. Dahmer, nice spin move, pass outside. Leah Hurst, and gets it back to Moore for 3. Bounces it in and out, and rebound Loyalists.
Twice we've seen that play worked by the Algonquin Wolves. Moore ends up just hitting the rim on both of those chances.
Quick drive, Daniela Myers, and 1. She's going to get a foul. Oh, it's going to be a charge. That one's going against the Loyalists. It's going to be another offensive turnover for them as Algonquin takes over, looking to extend their lead.
A lot of credit to Chloe Lapointe there for just keeping her feet planted, not moving whatsoever, and then when the player drives into her, earns a contact, and that's the story there.
Algonquin's been playing great defense tonight. Just 4 points allowed on many, many possessions. They have more turnovers forced than they do points allowed. Got a bit of a timeout here. Both teams are at their benches talking over to the coaches. Algonquin's got to be pretty happy with how well this game's gone so far.
I agree. I think they're very happy with how this game's gotten. They've gotten off to the perfect start. Already up 20-4. Not even the first quarter's done yet. We're still in the first quarter. Then you have Loyalists, who finally got their first 4 points. They got 1 free throw, and then they got 1 3-pointer. They still don't even have a 2-pointer yet.
They're definitely going to want to look for some more of those 3-pointers and try and cut the lead in this game because they have a bit of an uphill battle here, down 16 in the first quarter. Got a minute left on this timeout here, and we'll get you back to the action very, very soon. Hope you all are enjoying the broadcast. Time and over, and we are back on the court for the Wolves and Lancers game. Wolves up 20-4 and have dominated this first quarter so far. We have about 3 minutes left, and the Lancers are looking to get on the board in a more meaningful way than just the 4 points they have right now. However, Algonquin with the ball, bringing it up right here. And dangerous pass that's going to be out of bounds. Loyalist, it is off of Loyalist, and it's going to be Algonquin ball.
I think that one, it looked like a 50-50 play, and they're giving it to Loyalists.
They're giving it to Loyalists. So Loyalists is going to take this ball up now.
I think the referee thought that went off the point.
Grace Callahan, quick pass off to Priya Bular as a first touch of the ball tonight. And back to Callahan. She's looking for a pass, hasn't dribbled yet, now takes her dribble. Moving down to the middle of the court, and gets a foul called on her. Algonquin and Loyalists are going to inbound.
The point there just gets a little over-aggressive there on that play. The pick is set. Instead of trying to go around the pick, she tries to get through the pick on the short side. Doesn't work out for her, and that'll be her foul.
Number 8, Nicole Taylor with the rebound. With the inbound. And number 14 up at 3. That's Brooklyn White. She's got the ball right now. She'll lose it, and Callahan cannot grab it, and that's going to go out of bounds. Algonquin ball, yet another turnover for the Lancers.
I mean, it's crazy. Not even the first quarter is done, and this is how many turnovers we've seen.
Oh, and Algonquin was actually out of bounds when she got her return pass, and that's going to be a turnover for Algonquin. So a bit of a script flip here, and Loyalists is going to see if they can take advantage on this inbound in the offensive zone.
And I think we have a discussion here with the referees, trying to listen in and see what they're talking about. It may have been about that inbound there.
It didn't look like the inbounder had gotten back inbound before receiving the pass back. So it does look like this will be Loyalist ball in the offensive zone. And it has been confirmed. We have the refs backing in their positions, and we got inbound Lancers coming up right now. And we are whistled in. Quick pass outside, Callahan. 12 on the shot clock. They're running out of time. Bular, or Taylor rather. Pass it back, and that's going to be a 3. Brooklyn White, no good. Rebound, Algonquin fighting over it. And the shot clock ends for Lancers, and Algonquin's going to be taking this one up on the left side. Quick pass inside, and that one's going to be intercepted. Loyalists come back the other way. Fast break, and that's going to be a layup. Foul, no good, and they're going to go to the line for 2. That was Priya Bular on the layup and foul.
Now you see Sydney Moore trying to bail herself out off that previous turnover. You see her trying to come back, trying to get the ball, but unfortunately she gets the player there. And then that's going to be 2 free throws for Loyalist.
That's Chelsea Taylor at the line, rather, and she's looking to put some more points on the Loyalist side of the board and make it a little bit more respectable in this game.
Chelsea Taylor is from the Ottawa area, looking to put some points against her hometown team.
And the first free throw is going to be good, and that will be 5 for the Loyalists, 20 for Algonquin. It's got a bit of an interesting wind-up right there. Second free throw is also good. Cut the lead to 14. Algonquin ball now. Daisha McDonald, the star, passes it off. And that one's tip pass and another turnover. And this ball's going to be tied up and jump ball.
Looks like they're giving it to the Lancers. Usually how they do the jump balls is they alternate teams after each jump ball. And this time it'll go to the Lancers.
Might be a bit of confusion here. The refs are still talking it over. One's pointing one way, one's pointing the other way. So I guess we'll see. And it's going to be Algonquin ball after discussion. After the type of really, really good play right there by Chloe LaPointe. And that's going to be Algonquin ball. Kate Dahmer with the inbound. With 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, inbound Algonquin in the offensive zone. And that's number 24, Cooper Drover, pass outside, and a quick shot. That one's going to be no good. Rebound, Loyalist. And, a quick foul on Algonquin. Again, they're playing very aggressive defense. That right there is number 24, Cooper Drover, with the foul.
Now, Drover, they're trying to draw some energy, trying to get to the ball, but it just gets a little over-aggressive there.
Algonquin playing very aggressive defense tonight. So far, it has paid off, just allowing 6 points in the first couple minutes of the first quarter here. And now we're going to get some free throws as the Lancers are in the bonus. First shot is no good. That is once again Chelsea Taylor at the line. She's now 2 of 3 on the day. Taylor with her second free throw of the line right here, 4th of the day. And this one's going to be good. 20-7 for Algonquin, 13-point lead. And we got a substitution here. Number 12, Sienna Miller, coming back on as Kate Dahmer subs out. Got Daisha McDonald inbounding right back to her. That's the girl you want, bringing the ball up. A couple different passes. It's back to McDonald. This whole offense runs right through her. Number 13, Piper McTherrell, layup, and that one's good.
What a smart cut there from Piper Hathawell. She sees she has the lane. They're overcommitted to Daisha McDonald, and Hathawell knows she has to take advantage, and that's what she does.
Nicole Taylor making some moves right on the boundary, and it's going to be a pass back to Chelsea Myers to the lane. And that one's good. 22-9 for the Wolves.
What a play there by Taylor to recognize that there's the gap open right on the right-hand side and takes advantage.
Cooper Drover taking this one up, and she's going to do a quick spin and quick pass before she falls out of bounds there. Libby Hurst has the ball. Quick tip, and it's going to be fought over, and it looks like Loyalists are going to come up with the ball here. The Lancers have gotten a couple turnovers here, and in transition. And they're going to stop up. They're back to the three-point line. And Lancers are going to take it to lane. Layup is going to be another good shot for the Loyalists. And they've cut the lead down to 11, 22-11, Algonquin Wolves. Back the other way, quick pass. Algonquin's going to take a shot, and that one's going to be good. We're on a scoring streak right here, ladies and gentlemen, the 24-11 with just 45 seconds left in the first quarter.
What a pivot there from Cooper Drover, just to get the ball around the defender there and just have the open shot and take full advantage.
Grace Callahan, she's been having a massive night tonight. There's Priya Bular for 3! Bang! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 10-point game. Loyalists coming back, but we got Algonquin. They're not going to be denied, and that's another layup right there. What a play in transition for Algonquin to shut down the Loyalist rush.
Now, Loyalists can't be leaving a player like Libby Hurst all alone in front of the court because she's so clinical from that spot, and we know how good she is at rebounds, but just all alone there, uncontested.
Grace Callahan to the lane with 5 seconds left. She's going to pass out for 3. That's going to be Bular. 1 second, drives to the lane, and she's not going to get it off for the end of the first quarter. Oh, we got a 4-3 too. Callahan right at the end. It's not going to go. And that'll be the end of the first quarter here, ladies and gentlemen. 26-14 for Algonquin so far.
What a crazy first quarter of basketball. We have Algonquin starting it up with being up 20-5, and now we're ending it up 26-14. I think we're in for more intense basketball.
We'll be right back after this from a word from your local station. And we're back for the second quarter action between the Algonquin Wolves and the Loyalist Lancers. Algonquin has built themselves quite a lead so far, up 26-14 after one, and it looked pretty rough for the Loyalists early on.
Loyalists though did a good job of trying to stick with their game plan and getting back in it. We saw they started limiting the turnovers a bit more towards the end of that first quarter. The big question that we're going to see unfold is if they can continue limiting those turnovers here in the second quarter.
They haven't had much success from three either, so we'll see if they can turn the tables on that one. Loyalist will start with the ball here. And that's going to be number 14, Brooklyn White with the ball. She gets a screen, but not going much anywhere. Priya Bular with the ball up at three-point line. She's going to take a drive, floater to the lane, and a foul. The shot is no good, so she'll go to the line for two.
On that play, there's a smart try, but there was just a little bit of contact there with Sienna Miller, but just enough for the free throws.
4 out of the 5 starters for Algonquin have at least one foul so far. Number 12, Sienna Miller leading the team so far with 5 points, while number 11, Libby Hurst, has 7. Pri Bilar for second shot, hit the first one, and both free throws are going to be good, and the Loyalist College has cut the lead to 10. Algonquin with the ball. Who else? Daisha McDonald moving it up. And we got Sienna Miller as well. McDonald only 2 points tonight, but she has 3 assists. And that's going to be Miller for 3. And that one's going to bounce off the top of the net and going to be go out of bounds. Loyalists ball.
That was a smart play for Megan McNamara to drop down low where no one is marking her, and then McDonald has the vision to recognize she's there. Plays over to Miller, and a good shot, but just not enough for the points there.
Grace Callahan bringing it up for Loyalist. Priya Bular has the ball right now before passing it off to White. Callahan back with it. It's looking for a screen from Taylor, and she's not going to get it, but she's going to take the 3, and that's going to be off the front of the rim and out. Algonquin with the rebound, and McDonald taking it up the court. Only 2 points for her tonight, and that's going to be off of another teammate, off the foot, and out of bounds for Algonquin, and that's going to be Loyalist ball.
And we see McDonald there, uses her vision, sees Miller's right there, but just takes an unfortunate bounce off of Miller and goes out of play.
Lancers looking to keep cutting into that lead. It was 14 points at once, now we're at 10. As we get going here, Brooklyn White with the inbound to Callahan, and back to White. Bringing it up, looking for a pass. And a handoff to Callahan. Bular tries a give and go, couldn't find it. White ISO, lays up and is fouled. Shot's no good, so she'll go to the line for 2.
You got to be careful in spot to try to limit your contact with the players. And Algonquin Wolves, I feel they have to be a bit more urgent when it comes to making contact with players off the fouls, because Loyalists, we know now they're getting back into this game. They're only down by 10, and they have a chance to cut the lead down to 8 here.
Algonquin's physical defense has been working so far, but those fouls will start to pile up, so we'll have to keep an eye on that for the rest of the game. Well, his first free throw is going to be no good. Number 14, Brooklyn White, has no points yet today. Looking for her first. Second free throw also no good. Algonquin fights for the rebound. Who else? Daisha McDonald. Quick pass up, and we got transition here. Pass inside, that's going to be Libby, and Libby's going to get fouled. Libby Hurst out of White Lake, Ontario, drives to the lane and gets fouled. She'll be at the line for 2.
It looks like they're not going to call the foul there. It looks like they're giving it a jump ball, but it'll still be on Algonquin Wolves basketball here.
Loyalists trying to imitate that aggressive defense that Algonquin's been doing right here. Sienna Miller. There's McDonald, pass inside. Post opportunity, and outside for three before driving the lane, and she'll get the ball tipped, and Loyalist will take over. In transition, number 6. Oh, it's blocked! Number 15, Madison Robert gets back. Loyalist still has the ball. Boulard drives to the lane, back, and that is White for 3. No good. Rebound after a couple tips is going to be Algonquin, and that's going to be Sydney Moore bringing it up the court. Sydney Moore in transition, going all the way to the layup, and the ball is going to be tipped out of bounds, and Algonquin will continue their offensive possession in the zone.
Now we have to go back to that earlier play, that unbelievable block from Sienna Miller. She sees the Loyalist player driving up there for the layup, thinks she has an easy layup. Sienna says, no, see you later.
An absolutely great play there. See if she can get some points on this one. Algonquin are going to have a pass inside there. That's Megan McNamara. Back to Moore. Bobbles it. She's trying to hold on, doesn't want to get tied up, and she will. And that's actually going to be Algonquin ball. That's a foul call on number 7, Daniela Myers. And Algonquin will look to extend their lead. Sienna Miller. And they're going to pass it inside. Good passing by Algonquin here. Miller takes the shot. And no good. That one was for 2. Callahan bringing it back up. She's been bringing the ball up most of the time for the Loyalists tonight. And she'll lose the ball. What a play there by McDonald. And she's taking it back in transition. Euro step and foul. And she will go to the line for 2. And Algonquin's looking to extend their lead from 10.
Again, this is what Deja McDonald does. Drives the net in such hard manner and finds a way to get around defenders, and finds ways, even if she knows there's not a high probability of her scoring from that position, to draw fouls and earn some points from the fouls.
Sydney Moore out, Chloe Point in, and we got free throws here for Algonquin. McDonald hits the first one. She is definitely someone special to watch, as she's putting on a great performance so far today. Multiple steals, multiple points. Second free throw is also good. Algonquin 28. Loyalist Lancers 16, and that's going to be a stoppage quickly here as Loyalist gets set up for the next possession. And we're blown back in, and Loyalist is going to take this ball out. Here's Boulard with the ball. Looking around, nothing open so far, and now she passes it underneath. And there's Callahan once again, back to Boulard. Boulard looking, she's going to drive at the boundary line, out for a long 2. And that's going to be an air ball and rebound. McDonald. Daisha passes it up. And a drive to the lane for Dahmer. And she's going to pass it inside, and a foul on number 11, Libby Hurst. Algonquin playing very aggressive on offense and defense today, and so far it has been working out pretty well for them.
Again, a smart play there from the Wolves. They just wait up there. And Libby Hurst does a good job of drawing 4 defenders all in her position. That earns Algonquin the ball.
McDonald's going to inbound it. And out to Dahmer, back to McDonald. She's looking for a pass. Dahmer at the point. Gets the screen. And give and go to Libby Hurst. Hurst moving it up to Christina Miller, and that's actually they're going to get the offensive rebound on that one, and a quick shot, and that's going to be another 2 points for Algonquin, 30-16.
Smart play there from Sienna Miller. Shoot the ball off the rim and get it right to Libby Hurst. And Libby Hurst, again, takes full advantage and has 9 points in the game so far.
Almost a tie up there, but Loyalist is still going to have the ball. Boulard with the handoff. Very close to half court. Got to watch out for that. Ball's loose. Loyalist has it, and they're going to take it inside as number 14, Brooklyn White, turns it over. And Algonquin's got it in their possession again.
And again, one thing we have to give credit to there is Libby Hurst getting that rebound. That's what she does so well.
And Algonquin, that's McDonald for 3, and that one's going to be no good. Here's McDonald. Miller so far tonight, 3 3-pointers, and she's looking to get some more on the board. McDonald with 6 seconds left on the shot clock, and that's going to be a quick turnover as she passes it over the middle. And in transition, long pass, and that one's going to be out of the reach for Loyalist as McDonald makes a great play there, tipping it out of bounds. It's going to be Loyalist ball. With 5:52 left to go here in the second quarter, we got Wolves 30 and Lancers 16. So far, the Wolves have dominated, but the Lancers are still kicking and hoping to cut into this lead.
That's the interview.
Yep.
Halftime interview.
Nicole Taylor drops the lane. He's going to pass it outside. Bular. Back to Taylor. Taylor floater. Off the backboard, no good. Algonquin rebound gets pushed out. Launches in the middle. It's going to be Loyalist ball. And then Algonquin gets onto it. And the ball is loose. And they're still going. Loyalist misses the pass. And oh, Taylor still has it. Bular for three. No good.
Sorry, there is also food downstairs.
Okay. Crazy series of events right there for both Algonquin and the Lancers as the ball was loose for a good 10 seconds there. Algonquin will end up with it as they move the ball up 14 here with 5:20 left in the second quarter.
I've got to say, that was one of the weirdest sequences I think we've ever seen watching basketball and commentating on the sport. Multiple turnovers in the same sequence, but no one there is able to get a single point.
I had no idea what I was supposed to commentate right there, but I'm doing my best, so we're going to keep on doing that. Number 8, Leah Hurst has the ball, and she makes a quick pass, drive to the lane right here. Algonquin layup, and she's going to miss that shot. No foul, back to the Lancers.
Now, I think the point there, the purpose of that play was either to get it to Libby Hurst or to try to earn contact there. I think she went to try to get contact but couldn't draw any, and now Loyalists will have the ball.
There's Myers one more time. She's a very dangerous player, one of the best on the Loyalist team. And she's going to take a quick three right there. Nothing but nothing right there as Algonquin takes over after the air ball.
That's always what Libby Hurst does. You see a loose ball there in front of her net.
Wide
takes full
open.
advantage.
Kate Dahmer can't hit it, and the ball's going to bounce outside, and that's going to be Algonquin ball. Just over 4.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Wolves up 14 and the ball with possession in the offensive zone. Quick inbound here. Number 11, Libby Hurst, takes it inside. Post up. Quick layup, and that's going to be good. Great display there by Libby Hurst.
What a cut there from Libby Hurst to turn the defender in the inside out. And number 11 has 11 points in the game so far for the Algonquin Wolves.
There's Bular one more time at the point. She's going to drive, take it back to this Taylor. Taylor with the spin move, drives on McDonald, and the layup is going to be no good, but there's going to be a foul on McDonald right there, a shooting foul. And Taylor will go to the line for two.
Now, smart drive there again from Taylor to draw contact, and that'll be Loyalist for 2 free throws.
What a spinning post-up layup there for number 11, Libby Hurst. She's having herself a game so far, 11 points. First free throw here for Loyalist, looking to cut into the Algonquin lead. Big arc on that one, but no good. Algonquin doubling up Loyalist right now, 32-16. Loyalist looking to hit their second free throw here. And Taylor misses both of her free throws. Algonquin's going to get the rebound. Leah Hurst drives to the lane and gets fouled by number 10, Gwen Forrester, on Loyalist. So Algonquin will go to the line and look to put some more points on the board.
Leah Hurst is a real spark plug for this Algonquin Wolves team. Anytime she comes into the lineup, she always creates a load of energy, and she never stops running. She always just knows how to take the right approach to the game, and she earns herself some free throws right there. And she had 11 points, actually 18 points last game against the Seneca Sting. Let's see if she can repeat her magic here.
She may not be the biggest name on this team, but she's definitely made a name for herself here. She sets up for her second free throw, missing the first one. The second one, though, is good as Algonquin pushes their lead to 17 here with about 4 minutes left in the second quarter. And we're going to have a substitution really quickly. Number 11, Libby Hurst, goes off. And we got Loyalist with the ball moving up the court right now. And a quick steal by Algonquin right there. What a play by Dahmer.
That's what Kate Dahmer likes to do. She likes to get in those spots where you won't expect her to steal the ball, but she'll find a gap and steal it.
Piper Heatherall. Nice pass by Dahmer right there to Heatherall, and Heatherall finishes off the play. Lancers trying to move the ball up the court. Last couple possessions have not been successful. Chelsea Taylor right here posting up. Loses her dribble, has to pass it out. Here's Bular. Boulard gets a screen, and she's going to actually get a foul on the screen. Oh, a late hit there on Boulard. That's not going to get a foul call, but the Loyalists will get a foul on the offensive illegal screen, and it will be Algonquin ball coming back the other way. Boulard, a little bit of time on the court right here. She might need some looking at. And she gets up, and she'll make her way up the court. Hopefully she's okay. Quick replay here. What a shot. Look at Dahmer moving up the side there. An amazing pass by Dahmer, and Heather all finishes it off right there. Algonquin ball up 19 points, 35-16. Just under 4 minutes to go right here in the second quarter. Algonquin has been in control of this game basically the entire time, and there's not much that the Lancers have been able to do about their game plan. Inbound for Algonquin, and we're going to have number 22. Kate Dahmer moving the ball up, pass back. Leah Hurst, and she's going to have a quick pass right there. Moore drops to the lane. That's actually Kaylee Morehouse, rather, and she'll miss. And Algonquin fights for the rebound. They're going to get it, and the ball's on the ground, and a on-the-ground call. Ref says Loyalist ball.
On that play there, Piper Hathaway was trying to get the ball loose any way she possibly could. Then Loyalist just picked up the ball there, and the referee had her mind made up.
Seen a lot of Priya Boulard, but here's also Danielia Myers. Back to number 14, Brooklyn White. Loses possession for a second, falls on it, and Loyalist still has it. Danielia Myers takes a shot. Oh, in and out. And Algonquin with a quick rebound, but Loyalist tips it away. Fight for the ball right on the sideline, and it's going to be jump ball, and that's going to be Algonquin ball.
You gotta give a lot of credit there. The Kate Dahmer going in 1 against 2 players for the ball, just jumps on it, grabs it, and then earns the jump ball there for the Algonquin Wolves. You have to give her so much credit for not having any fear of going in against 2 players for the basketball there.
We got timeout Loyalist right now. We want to change up their game plan for the last 3 minutes of the second quarter here. Coming up at halftime, we'll have an... That was from the scrum there over on the sideline. It's a good thing everyone came out of it happy and healthy after the call by ref. Coming up at halftime, we got Jessica Malitsky, number 5 for Loyalist College. We have an interview with our host, Josh Pena. Stay tuned and look forward to that. Still in timeout here for Algonquin and Loyalist. Algonquin up 35-16, and seriously, they have been unstoppable tonight.
I mean, it really is a story with the Algonquin Wolves. They're a team, once they get hot or they get a little bit of a spark, they cannot be stopped. Doesn't matter how many timeouts you take, doesn't matter how strong your defense is, they'll find a way to through it, and they'll just try to score as many points as they do, and that's always what this Algonquin Wolves team does. They're such a talented team, depth all the way through, and we know right now some of their starters are on the bench right now as they have a comfortable lead. But even the players who are usually on the bench are still taking full advantage of this opportunity and showing I'm good enough to start as well. And it creates good competition for the Algonquin Wolves starting 5.
Daisha McDonald not on the floor currently right now because of their big lead. It is always nice to have your best player on the bench and still be able to compete. And Algonquin is in a great position right here, up 19. It's going to be Loyalist ball. Priya Boulard is going to inbound this one. Boulard gets the pass back after a couple of passes. She's looking for a screen right there. Doesn't get it from Myers. Boulard back to Myers. Daniela Myers for 2, and that one is good. Finally getting herself on the board right there.
What a good switch there from the Loyalist Lancers there. They just managed to keep the ball around the outside, and they don't let Hathaway get too close to it so she can interfere with the play.
Algonquin tries to make a quick long pass, and that one was too far, and it's going to be Loyalist ball back again, seeing if they can get some momentum here. Boulard with the ball, taking it up on the right side. She's pressed by 2 Algonquin defenders. Hits the defender's knee. Algonquin's chasing after it. They're going to have an offensive opportunity right there as it's tipped. Boulard steals it right back, making up for her earlier mistake. And Algonquin steals it right back. Another crazy sequence of events. Drives to the lane and a foul. That is number 9, Kaylee Morehouse, who ended up with the ball. Or rather, number 8, Leah Hurst. And after a crazy sequence of events, Algonquin's going to get the foul, and it will be Algonquin ball in the offensive zone, taking the free throws.
Now, the one player, when you look back at this whole sequence, you have to give a lot of credit to is Kate Dahmer. Kate Dahmer, you see what she does there? Just intercepts the ball twice in that sequence and manages to continue to work hard and earns Algonquin these free throws.
First free throw is no good. Algonquin looking to add to their lead. And her second free throw is good. Boulard taking the ball up for the Lancers. Back to number 14, White. Stumbles a bit, going over to Danielia Myers. Myers, the leader of this team, only 3 points so far tonight. Myers open down low. Quick stutter step. Number 6, Chelsea Taylor to their boards, but not going to get that one to go. Algonquin with the rebound, but it's stolen right back by the Loyalists. And a quick layup right there, and Chelsea Taylor is back up on the board. 36-20 for the Wolves over the Lancers.
Good play there by Chelsea Taylor. She has 2 fouls and 7 points in the night. Just takes full advantage right there.
Absolutely. Quick floater right here, and that one's going to be no good. That was Sydney Moore. Couldn't get the shot to go. Deep pass here, and Algonquin's actually going to take it over. Dahmer once again having a great night so far. Leah Hurst is going to bring this one up, looking for a pass down inside. She gets the screen, and she's going to drive to the lane. Layup, and is good. Bit of contact, but no foul there, and Algonquin's up 18, 38-20 right now as Boulard brings it up, back to White.
Got to give Leah Hurst a lot of credit for that hard drive. 1v4 there, and she still manages to get the points.
Hurst having a great game so far. Quick handoff right here to White, and she'll take it back outside. And quick handoff here. Inside to the paint to Danielia Myers. Can't get the first one to go, gets her own rebound. This one's blocked. What a great play right there by Piper Hatherall as she gets the block and the rebound. Algonquin taking it back up the other way. Algonquin here. Dahmer's going to get the handoff. Quick pass right across, and quick shot. Algonquin has got that one too. 40-20 for Algonquin right there.
What a wide open play there from Leah Hurst. Good cuts by the Algonquin Wolves. Just give her the space and she takes advantage again.
Loyalists trying to get a quick playoff here, but they're going to turn it over. And a quick reach-in foul on Algonquin right there. And Algonquin's going to try and keep their win. We got what a three-pointer here right off the pass, or a long two-pointer rather. Amazing play right there by Leah Hurst. She's having herself a game tonight. 6 points so far tonight. And Algonquin up double the score of the Lancers right now, 40-20. Just under 30 seconds here to go in the second quarter. Algonquin at the line, and that will be Kaylee Morehouse. First free throw is going to be good, 41-20. Second free throw is also good, and Algonquin extends their lead to 22. Boulard up the court. Nicole Taylor makes a move inside and drives. Layup is going to be good. Cutting the lead to 20 here as Algonquin comes back the other way. There's Dahmer once again with the quick pass. Algonquin trying to get set up on offense. Some passing around near the point. Having broken through to the paint, and a quick pass outside is going to be off the mark, and a turnover there. Lancers take the ball the other way.
That was a smart cut there by the Algonquin Wolves. We see Leah Hurst just trying to play it off to Sydney Moore, but just a bit of an unfortunate play there as that does not get anywhere near Sydney Moore, and Loyalists have 6 seconds to make something happen.
You saw Nicole Taylor's good layup right there. 3 seconds to go in the game right in the first half, and that one's going to go off Algonquin and out of bounds. Loyalists will get the chance to put something on the board with 1.8 seconds left in the offensive zone.
The Algonquin Wolves need to continue with the strong defense here. You can't give Loyalists any sort of life going into the second half of this game. It's got to tight down, get your player, just don't give them any room.
Boulard takes it, and she'll have to take it, lose it real quick, and that one's going to be no good to end the first half. We got 42 Wolves, 22 Loyalists here at Algonquin College. The Wolves absolutely dominating so far.
It's really been the story of the game, domination, and the biggest thing is Loyalists has been sort of their own worst enemy in this game. Algonquin's just punished them every time they've turned over the ball. And Algonquin should be very happy with their performance, and I think the key here is for Loyalists to try to minimize the amount of mistakes they make, and Algonquin just need to continue putting the pedal to the metal here and continue with the no-quit attitude and know that they have to continue with these good habits that develop the good winning culture that the Algonquin Wolves have.
There's been a lot of talk so far about some teams being able to stick with Algonquin in the first half, but not so much the second half. So What are the Loyalist chances going forward here?
I'm not sure they're very great, to be honest with you. I think the biggest thing is that we know how good Algonquin is, and we're going to throw it down to our host, Josh Penna.
For more with the Loyalists.
Hello, welcome back. We're going to be having an interview here with Jessica Lewitsky soon, the captain of the Loyalist Lancers. What am I doing? Hello, Jessica. I had a few questions for you, if that's all right.
Yeah, for sure.
So, coming into tonight's game, what's the mentality you and your team need to have when you're facing the undefeated team in OCAA?
Yeah, for sure. Playing a team that's undefeated is definitely extremely hard. I mean, we did a lot of prep and a lot of practice. We just kind of want to come in with that underdog mentality and like never give up, and it's always the next play.
Another question for you. What adjustments do you think your team needs to make going into the second half?
Yeah, definitely just communication. I mean, this team is very well organized, offense and defense. So just being able to talk to each other on defense, offense, and like kind of play more as a team, pretty much.
Heard. And what do you think your team excelled in during the first half here?
Definitely just still not giving up. It was pretty rough out there in the first half, but I think we still kind of stayed together and we didn't kind of hang our heads down or blame each other. We still stayed composed as a team.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica Lewinsky, for doing this interview for us, and we'll be back with more after this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for second half action here at Algonquin College. We have the Wolves taking on the Lancers. So after the first half, we got 11 points from Libby Hurst, who's leading her team as of right now, and Algonquin up 20 points. What are we thinking here for the second half, Dave?
I think it's going to be very similar to the first half. It's going to. Algonquin has always dominated its competition. They've beat Loyalist 9 games in a row now. They're on pace to make it 10 after tonight's game. And we saw Loyalists doing their best to keep up with them, mainly from the end of the first quarter to the beginning of the second quarter. But the question can be, actually the question will be, is if they can continue to do it at all. But it's really hard. A lot of teams don't have the same conditioning to keep up with this Algonquin Wolves volleyball team. Actually, basketball team, I mean. So the biggest question is conditioning, and Algonquin has to continue with their game plan. And we know if something is a little up, usually we know Libby Hurst is usually the main player when it comes to rebounds, and she actually has 4 rebounds tonight, which is pretty good. But Deja McDonald leads the team in rebounds today, and then Deja McDonald usually leads the team in points, but Libby Hurst leads the team in points to start off today.
Absolutely. And we actually had talked about the turnover game. In fact, Algonquin has 16 turnovers to Loyalist 15. However, Algonquin has 16 points off of turnovers, while Loyalist only has 6. So while the turnover game is pretty tight, Algonquin has definitely taken more advantage of their chances than Loyalist has. Now up with a 20-point lead, they just have to hold on to it. They don't have to do much this second half. Just keep on pushing the ball forward and don't let Loyalist get back into this game. Second half action here from Algonquin College. Mike Taylor, Damon Sotrudis on the call tonight. And a kickball by Algonquin, and that one's going to be a turnover. What a great play by Grace Callahan on Daisha McDonald to force a turnover right there. Right off the bat, setting a good tone for the second half for the Lancers.
And for the Lancers, that's how you set the tone. You started off with a possession that doesn't start off as yours, and you have to force that kind of turnover.
See Callahan again. She's had a huge role in this game so far, taking the ball up almost every drive for the Loyalist. Jostling around, Callahan still has the ball. She's going to pass it outside. Here's Taylor for 3, and that one's going to go wide. Nice rebound right there. Chelsea Taylor can't get the shot going, and that's going to be a Algonquin ball. McDonald back the other way. Waiting for her teammate. She's got a wide open person down in the paint. And Callahan gets back for the play defense. We got a 3 outside by Algonquin. Wide open! Good! 45-22, Wolves out front.
Completely uncontested there was Kate Darmer. You saw Libby Hurst's vision. She saw Darmer was uncontested, and again, the Wolves take advantage of those kind of plays.
Looking white, back to Callahan. Callahan once again calling for the screen. And she won't get much of it, but she'll pass right back to Myers. Myers takes the shot. She's going to not be good, and Algonquin with the rebound, taking it back the other way. Dahmer right there, passes back to McDonald. McDonald, only 4 points tonight. Well short of her average, but she doesn't really care. She's up 23. Quick pass inside. First layup, no good. Second, no good. Algonquin with back-to-back rebounds. McDonald again! And she's going to be fouled on the floor, and Algonquin will continue possession. Looking back at the shot from Algonquin here, corner Kate Dahmer. Nice arc on that shot right there, and that'll put Algonquin up by 23 3 points right now. And inbound, Dahmer again. And this time she's not going to shoot, she's going to pass. Sanaya Miller to the rim, and that's going to be another 2 for the Wolves, 46-22.
What a well-worked play there from the Wolves, especially to work that cut there with Miller just getting into the net and takes full advantage again.
Callahan drives again before passing it off to Chelsea Taylor. Taylor up to Taylor, and Taylor is looking for a 3. She's going to get an open one, and it's going to bounce off the backboard, no good. Dahmer once again with the rebound. Quick pass up, there's McDonald. She's wide open for a long 2. Got the arc on it, but no good. Rebound Taylor. Loyalists back the other way. Looking to get some points on the board. They have not scored this half so far. Algonquin 4-0 so far in the third quarter. Callahan once again bringing it up, looking for a screen, not going to get it. Hand in her face, looking for a pass. Taylor's not going to get over. We got a pass inside. We got Danielia Myers. Callahan back for 3. Good! And Loyal is on the board here in the second half. A nice 3-pointer made by Grace Callahan.
What a well-worked play there from the Loyalist Lancers to try to work some cuts in there and try to get Callahan all alone, and that's where she needs to be. She needs to be in those spots where she's wide open and can take those shots uncontested.
And I know is going to get a wide open 3, this time off the back of the rim and no good. Dahmer is going to get the ball, quick pass inside. Libby Hurst finishes it off. Good offensive rebound right there, and the Algonquin will keep putting on the points.
Smart play there from Deja McDonald to pass it off to Dahmer to find Hurst, and again, the Wolves are left wide open there, and Loyalists can't do much about it.
Big screen by Callahan. Taylor wide open for 3. That's back-to-back possessions for Taylor, and she's hit 2 3-pointers in a row, bringing out Loyalists back within 20. McDonald bringing it up the court. She has a bit of space. She's going to take the 3 that the defense has given her, and once again, it's no good. Algonquin bobbles the rebound, but gets it. Dahmer in the corner. Passes it back out to Miller. Miller makes a nice move. Euro step inside. Layup is good. And that's a 50-point mark for Algonquin so far. 50-28 for the Wolves here in the third quarter.
Gotta give a lot of credit again there to Miller. Incredible vision to see that she has a path to the net. Takes full advantage again, especially with the Euro step.
Callahan looking for a pass all across the side. And it's Moore driving to the lane. Not going to get a shot off. Great block right there. Libby Hurst getting the hand in the face. Moore tries to make a pass. It's going to be a turnover. That's Hurst again. What a sequence for her. Pass Dahmer, and it's going to be tipped and out of bounds. Algonquin's going to continue possession. But what a great sequence of events for Libby Hurst right there.
That is an unreal block there from Libby Hurst. We know we have a replay right here of Sienna Miller's net drive. But the Libby Hurst play swats the ball away, cleaning up that garbage.
Having herself a game so far. It's going to be Algonquin ball in their offensive zone. McDonald's going to take the inbound, and Dahmer looked like she was going to sub, but she must have just thrown something onto the bench. Dahmer's going to take this one out to the line. McDonald goes for a screen, fakes it the other side, pass right across. Miller, and she's going to drive, takes it outside, and number 6, Sydney Moore for 3! Knocks it down, and Algonquin's on a roll here with a 25-point lead, 53-28, as Callahan takes it back up the other way for the Loyalist Lancers. Callahan trying to make a move. Isolation, passes it outside. Nothing going so far. Taylor with the handoff. Hit her last 2 threes. A little bit of a bump back to Callahan. Callahan to Taylor. Taylor a bit of a hot. Not going to get the shot. Algonquin not going to get the rebound there, and Loyalists are going to get another chance. Loyalist drives to the lane. Bad layup there. Good defense right there. And Algonquin's going to go back the other way. Here's Sydney Moore. Sydney Moore to the lane. And passes it back to Miller. Miller to the drive to the lane, and he's not going to be no good. Got it. Libby Hurst having herself a third quarter right here.
Again, a great play there by Libby Hurst to find herself in an open spot in the paint. Puts the ball in the basket, and now we have a timeout here being called by Loyalists as they need to stop this bleeding here.
Sydney Moore's 3-pointer right there, putting Algonquin up 55-28 here in the third quarter. Algonquin in full possession of this game. They just got to hold on to it here, Damon.
They really just have to hold on and stick to those winning habits. We know that they're scoring a lot of points, but I think if you're Algonquin, you just have to keep scoring those points, because this is what good teams do. They have winning habits, and they keep the positive mindset going, and that's what's worked out for the Algonquin Wolves all season long.
Libby Hurst, 7 for 10 on field goals, 15.6 rebounds, absolutely dominating the game so far. Nicole Taylor, after those 2 huge 3-pointers for the Loyalist College, is at 10 points right now and 4 for 8 for shooting. And we're still in our timeout break right here, about 45 seconds left until we get back to the action here in the third quarter at Algonquin College. About 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Algonquin way ahead of the Lancers here, up 27 as they look to move to 9-0 on the season and continue their win streak of, how many games is it, Damon?
It's 9 games currently against Loyalist. They've won in a row. Last time they lost was in 2018.
That is a long time ago. I wasn't even in university yet. 20 seconds left in the timeout. Players are getting back onto the court, and we are just about ready to get back to it. Kate Dahmer, number 22, out of Whitefish, Ontario, for the Algonquin College Wolves, has so far had a really solid night so far. 4 points on 2 for 3 shooting, but 7 assists and 2 rebounds. A big part of her team's success tonight, as Nicole Taylor brings it up. Callahan has the ball now. That's going to Gwen Forrester. Forrester taking it over to the right, tries to get a screen, not going to get it. Hand off to Boulard. Boulard drives to the lane. She's going to lose possession of the ball. It's going to roll out of bounds, and that's going to be Algonquin possession going back the other way.
Good defense there from the Algonquin Wolves, and you see Sienna Miller doesn't give her much time, loses possession of the ball, and that's Algonquin Wolves basketball.
Daisha McDonald right in the middle of the court right here. Quick pass. Sienna Miller is going to toss it deep underneath to Moore. Here's Hurst. Hurst posts up, looking for outside for 3. Here's Dahmer. Dahmer's not going to take the shot. Instead, back to Miller. To Moore. Moore's going to take the 3. No good. Quick rebound. Layup's not going to go. And that one's going to be Lancer ball after Libby Hurst misses the follow-up. Boulard passes off to Corinne Mikulski, and that one's going to be no good for 3. McDonald back the other way for Algonquin. Just under 4.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Dahmer, nice jump pass. Moore inside to Hurst. Out to Dahmer for another 3. Bounces off, and that one's going to go off of Loyalist College. And what a play right there by Sydney Moore, bouncing the ball off of the Loyalist defender right there.
Now that's a high IQ play there from Sydney Moore. Just hits it off the leg of the Loyalist player there, Forrester. Earns Algonquin the possession back, and Algonquin still have an opportunity to salvage this possession.
McDonald's going to have the inbound. Pass right across, finds someone inside, and that's going to be a layup right there. Number 14, Megan McNamara, with her first points of the night.
Now Megan McNamara, someone you just can't leave open from that spot, because we know when she gets to that spot, you can't really stop her.
Loyalist back on offense. Boulard bobbles it. Myers has it. Pass over to Chelsea Taylor. Taylor looking for a screen, looking for something. Has nothing, still going to drive. Good defense by McDonald, and she just throws it up. That's going to be a foul on McDonald right there as she drives. McDonald's second foul of the night to go along with 4 points. Leader of this Algonquin team. Not having the greatest of games, but also still being a good leader for the rest of her gals out there. Lancer inbound, Boulard. Looking back out, Myers at the point. Myers isolation, drives inside, throws the layup up, and a foul.
I think that foul is being called against Sienna Miller, and Sienna Miller looks shocked by it.
Didn't look like too much contact, but Danielia Myers is a bit hobbled after that one, her knee. Hopefully she's doing okay as she takes her first free throw here. And the first one is going to be good. 57-29 for the Algonquin Wolves so far. 3:33 to go in the third quarter right here. Second free throw for Danielia Myers. And that one is also good. Danielia Myers with 8 points on this night tonight. Having a good game. McDonald subs out. We got Sydney Moore bringing the ball up. Quick pass, and then gets a quick screen. Drives to the lane and loses possession. It's going to be out of bounds. A Lancer ball. It's going to be a turnover on number 10, Chloe Lapointe. And she couldn't hold on to the ball driving to the lane.
That's a big factor of the game. You always got to make sure you can hold on to the ball when you're driving the lane, because usually it's going to take a tip somewhere. And unfortunate for the Algonquin Wolves, they will not have the basketball here.
Corinne Mikulski, not too much playtime tonight, but she's getting her chance right here. Drives to the lane. Back to Myers. Long 2. And it's going to hit the front of the net. Foul underneath the basket. It's going to go to Algonquin. Algonquin has outscored the Loyalists by quite a bit this half. 15-8. And they're looking to extend their lead here on this another possession here. Sienna Miller bringing this one up. And that's going to be a quick pack outside to LaPointe. LaPointe looking for an isolation, gets a screen, doesn't get away from her defender, and knocks her defender down, doesn't get a call. Pass back. And it's going to be a fake shot. Drive to the lane. Piper Hatherall, no good. Rebound, Loyalist.
It was a very smart read there from Piper Hatherall, but just couldn't put the ball in the basket there.
Below tries a crossover, gets the ball kicked, and that's going to be Loyalist ball on the side.
Looks like they're calling a kick ball here.
Coach wasn't too happy about that on the Algonquin side, but it's going to be Lancer ball regardless. Number 6, Chelsea Taylor is going to inbound, and she's looking at the corner. Boulard back to Taylor. Taylor's looking at it right at the top of the key. Myers is going to bobble it off that pass, but she gets it. Posts up inside. Layup, no good. Rebound, Algonquin. Number 13, Piper Hatherall once again. Miller bringing this one up. She's looking for an open space. Gets a good pass there. There's LaPointe. Back to Miller. Miller hasn't had a chance to get open yet. No shot options yet. 6 on the clock. And that's going to be a foul against Loyalists, and Algonquin's going to continue.
Looks like the referees are going to talk about this one. I think this should be an Algonquin college basketball here.
No indication yet. Let's take a look at that foul really quickly here. They both got tied up. Looked like a pretty even exchange there. It's honestly hard to tell who instigated that one, but I guess we'll see. Call on the floor, I believe, is Algonquin ball, but the refs are still talking it over. So we'll see where they end up with this call.
I think this one's going to be an Algonquin ball. What do you think, Michael?
Honestly, I'm leaning towards Algonquin too. And, there hasn't been much controversy in terms of calls so far today, so I think they're going to stick with what they called. They're calling a foul. And number 24, Corinne Mikulski, and she is not happy about that one.
I think Jamie McLean is voicing his frustration about the call. I don't think he likes the call, and you can hear he's having a discussion with the referee and saying that it wasn't his player who fouled the player.
Yeah, now we have Lancer ball.
Looks like they're in the bonus, so they'll be taking some free throws.
Well, some easy free throws for Brooklyn White here. White, of course, no points so far tonight, looking to get on the board for the first time. Free throw number 1 bounces off the backboard and is no good for another chance. So this is going to be a technical foul. So it'll be a second one, no rebound opportunity here. Second one is good. And a Loyalist is above 31 now. 57-31 Wolves. It's going to be Loyalist ball once again, even after the free throws. Keep an eye out for Denelia Myers. 5 points tonight, but you never know when she's going to break out. Boulard takes it at the point. Quick pass. That's Taylor. Taylor back to White. White drives to the lane. She's going to stop, looking for some help. Back to Myers. Myers throws it up at the end of the buzzer, and it gets blocked. Megan McNamara with the hands in her face. Not getting past her right there.
What a defensive play there from Megan McNamara. We know her usually as an offensive three-point shooter, but that is a really solid defensive play from her.
Great defensive play right there by McNamara. Huge block right there. And the Wolves are up 26 right now with possession. Sienna Miller taking this one up. Quick pass right here to Megan McNamara. McNamara drives to the left. Pass to Dahmer. Dahmer's had a solid night so far. Dahmer's looking for another pass. Can't get it. Drives to the lane. Give and go with the center, and she's going to get a quick shot. No good. That's Piper Hatherall on the miss right there. Rebound Loyalist. Myers gets the ball tipped out of her hands, and she's going to get another shot at it, as it will continue to be Lancer ball right after this quick break. Bit of a substitution really quickly here. And after the whistle, we're back into the action here. Taylor is going to inbound, Chelsea Taylor. Boulard gets, oh no! What a play, Dahmer intercepts the inbound pass. Layup is good. Nice transition play by Dahmer.
We saw it earlier where Dahmer was the one who caused that inbound, but Dahmer redeems herself there and gets the bucket there for the Algonquin Wolves.
Grace Callahan has had a lot of time with the ball tonight, but not a lot of points. Gets a screen. Boulard with the pass back. Tries to spin around, loses possession, picks it back up. White with 8 seconds left. Drives to the lane. Layup is no good. Rebound. And that's going to be Algonquin. Moore gets it. Brings that one up. She's not known for her rebounds, but she's had a couple good ones tonight. McNamara wide open for three. Bang! 62-31. Algonquin on top. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Loyalists trying to get anything going before the end of the third quarter right here.
And we know for Megan McNamara in her case, when she gets to her kitchen right there, which is a three-point line, you let her cook, she scores a lot of threes, and that might be the start of some more threes for her as the game goes on. Is usually she's a very streaky player. When she gets one, she gets a couple as the game goes on.
Post up Callahan does not go. Algonquin with the rebound and a quick foul. There's a three-pointer right here. What a play by McNamara. Gets the wide open shot. Nothing but net right there. 31-point lead for the Wolves right here. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Algonquin with possession. Inbound. Kate Dahmer has it. She's had a great game so far. McNamara, who just hit that three. Nice crossover. Drives to the lane. She's open. And that's another two for Algonquin. With 20 seconds to go. Loyalist is going to want to get something going before the end of the half here. 33-point lead for Algonquin right now. Hannah White, her first touch tonight. Boulard has it at the three-point line. Calling for a screen. Doesn't get it. Taylor drives around. Floater off the left side. Buzzer. And that'll be the end of the third quarter right here at Algonquin College. It is 64-31 right now.
For the Algonquin Wolves. And the Algonquin Wolves have played really good basketball here in the third quarter. And we're going to have a little bit of a break here.
We will see you for fourth quarter action after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for fourth quarter action here between the Wolves and the Lancers. Looking back to one of the best plays of the third quarter in transition here. McNamara, nice crossover, takes it to the lane, and a nice layup giving the Wolves a 64-31 lead near the end of the third quarter there. Loyalist tonight has had no answer for McNamara, and after hitting that huge three-pointer and that layup, she's on a bit of a hot streak going 3 for 3 on field goals, so when she gets hot, she's hard to stop.
She really is. That's the story of her when she plays offensive basketball. Usually defensively, she's always really well prepared, but when it comes to her offensive games, sometimes she has games where she doesn't produce as much, or other games she produces a lot, but when she gets hot, you cannot stop her from scoring those threes and twos.
Nicole Taylor is the leading scorer for Loyalist College right now with 10 points on 4 for 8 shooting. We're hoping for her to step up big in this fourth quarter right here, as barring a miracle, Algonquin looks to take this one. Loyalist inbound. Final quarter starts right here. Grace Callahan is going to bring this one up for yet another time. And outside Taylor. Single outside. She's going to take it into the post. Post up, pass back outside. Right there. There's Callahan for three. Good. A great way to start it for the Loyalists.
What a way to get the Callahan wide open there and put the three in the basket there. That is some unreal shooting there we've seen from Callahan so far this game.
They're going to need a lot more than that. Here's another three right here. That's Chloe LaPointe, and she nails it. Chloe LaPointe with the three from the corner.
You cannot script a perfect response from Chloe LaPointe.
That's exactly what you want after the opposing three. Callahan takes it up. Taylor tries to make a spin move, posts up, loses possession. The ball is still loose, And, ooh, a foul right on the corner here as Deshae McDonald falls very, very poorly on her ankle. Bit of a hobble there. She gets up. Round of applause from the crowd. Hopefully she's doing okay.
Those are always tough challenges when you have two players going for the basketball there, end up tripping on each other. Thankfully, everyone's okay on that play.
McDonald's still in the game here. Ball's going to Sienna Miller to bring it up, however. LaPointe following her. Miller sets up in the zone, gets a screen, but gets tied up by Callahan. McNamara passes it to the corner. There's LaPointe for three again. Nothing but nothing. No air. And Taylor bringing it back up. Taylor leading scorer right now. 10 points, loses it. And McDonald's going to bring it back up for Algonquin after the turnover. McDonald pointing out to her teammate. Quick move right there and a layup off to the side. It's going to be no good. Callahan rebound for the Lancers, and the Lancers will bring it back up the other way. Quick pass to the corner, a missed defensive play, and to the racket, it's going to be no good. Elena Reed, no good, but and one! Chelsea Taylor with the offensive rebound, the layup, and the foul.
Now, Chelsea Taylor has a chance to make this a three-point play, but you have to give a lot of credit to Reed being wide open there. No Algonquin players are marking her. Just has Elena drive there, and then Taylor gets the rebound and then gets the and one.
Absolutely a nice read by Elena Reed right there. Good read by Reed. Free throw by Taylor right here, her first one. And that will complete the three-point play. Algonquin now 67, Lancers 36. McDonald taking the ball up this time. LaPointe has a bit of space. She's going to toss it to McNamara. Back to LaPointe. LaPointe's got so much space. McNamara open in the corner for three. Air ball right there. Sienna Miller passes it outside McDonald for three. Another chance, and this one is good. And once again, for I don't know how many times, Algonquin has doubled the score of the Loyalist College team, 70-35, with just under 8 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Grace Callahan trying to make a nice move there. Taylor inside. Brooklyn White trying to make a move. Can't get it to go. Nice block there by Algonquin. It's going to go out of bounds off of the Loyalist College, and it will be Algonquin ball.
Looks like we have some substitutions here. It looks like Deja McDonald, Megan McNamara, and Piper Hathaway are all checking out. Kate Darmer.
You'll have to wonder if you'll see them again with such a huge lead, but honestly, no worries there with Kate Dahmer taking it to the lane. Quick pass. Libby Hurst is going to take that. Sienna Miller is fouled off the reach in. That's Grace Callahan. Callahan with her first foul of the night. That last bucket by Algonquin right there. There was the foul by Callahan. And we're looking at Algonquin ball in their offensive zone.
I think actually that ended up actually being Callahan's fifth foul of the game. I think she's out of the game here.
Let's take a look here because that might be a big loss. They've had her bring the ball up quite often, and she's off the court now, so I guess we'll see. Danelia Myers back in, taking a bit of a time off. Close up on her there. Algonquin takes it up Sienna Miller. She's looking for a screen. Not going to get it too well, but Miller's going to drive past the lane, and he's going to lay it in over Danelia Myers. What a great play by Sienna Miller. 1v3
for Sienna Miller there. Doesn't matter if there's odd man rushes there that she's running against. She still has no problem of taking the ball to the net.
Wide open three doesn't go, but offensive rebound also doesn't go. Taylor ties it up. That one's going to be another jump ball call, and that one will be Algonquin ball this time. About 7 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Algonquin up 35 points, 72-37. Kate Dahmer has the ball right now. She's been dishing it. Sienna Miller inside Dahmer. Nice spin, lays it up, no good. Offensive rebound isn't going to go, and it'll be defensive rebound. Danelia Myers back the other way, nice move. Into the zone, and she blocks it, LaPointe. Algonquin has had blocks all night. Danelia Myers not getting any space. LaPointe inside, Libby Hurst runs over defender, no call. Layup, no good. And that will be out of bounds off the Loyalist as she went diving for it. And that's not going to work. and she'll take a bit of more time laying on the ground. And that sums up pretty well how the day's gone for the Lancers so far.
Really, they've looked good in flashes today against this Algonquin Wolves team, but you can't really play well against this Algonquin Wolves team for a full 40 minutes. And I think Algonquin is just continuing to put the pedal to the metal here, and they want to own the moment, and that's exactly what we're seeing right here.
And off the offensive possession there, shot's going to be no good. Danelia Myers going back the other way. Hasn't had too much of an impact on the game so far, just 5 points. And she'll turn that one over this time. Dahmer is bringing this one up for Algonquin. Pass up Miller. Gets the screen, isolation. Back to Dahmer. Dahmer underneath. Quick layup. Madison Robert can't get it to go. Sienna Miller can't get it. And it's going back the other way for the Lancers. Taylor, floating layup is going to be no good. Algonquin with another rebound. They're just playing a lot more physical than the Loyalist is right now. Dahmer. Trailer doesn't go, and it's going to be a turnover. Taylor has the ball, bringing it up for the Lancers now. Taylor on her own on the left side, looking for some help. Brooklyn White passes it outside for three. And that one's going to be short. That was number 15, Hannah Smith, on the shot. And that will not go. She's 0 for 2 from 3 right now. Just a quick stoppage right here as Algonquin will take over on the inbound. And we have just under 5.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Now, this fourth quarter has been very dominant by the Algonquin Wolves. You look at the scoreline, 72-37. Algonquin has just continued to dominate all game long. And right now, they're still dominating with a lot of their reserve players playing.
Yeah, not too many starters out there for Algonquin. Loyalist is now more playing for points and as much bragging rights as you could possibly get. Dahmer fakes a shot. Post up, Libby Hurst to the lane. He's going to get fouled, and they'll call a charge on that one. And Loyalist will take over on possession right there. Loyalist defender a little slow to get up.
And you see on that play, you see Libby Hurst doing what she does, trying to drive the net, and then ends up colliding. I can't see who that player is, but
looks like Corin Mikulski is on the floor right now.
Yeah, it looks like Mikulski, and hopefully she's okay.
As she gets up, round of applause as she gets up off on her own power, and she will continue out there.
It looks like Loyalist will get to inbound here, and that'll be Brooklyn White to inbound. We have Loyalists calling a timeout here, using their second timeout here. And what do you think the message is here, Michael?
Honestly, for Algonquin, they really have not much else to prove here. I mean, they're up 35 points, almost double the score of the Lancers here. But honestly, the Lancers didn't have high expectations, so this is kind of the expectation that Algonquin was expecting. So if they want to keep putting on points, they can, but they've pretty much done their job so far tonight, and they've been very impressive. Meanwhile, for the Lancers, it's just back to the drawing board. It's a tough opponent, but even then, you still don't want to come out like this, down 35.
I completely agree, Michael. Very well said. And I think Caleb Hugh, the head coach of the Loyalist Lancers, called this timeout probably. I think he just wants to take this game as a learning experience and learn. And he wants to use these timeouts so the team can learn as much as they can from these games where they are getting blown up by the Algonquin Wolves, and try to fine-tune things against other opponents that are beatable for them.
These are the type of teams that they're going to be playing in the playoffs if they can muscle their way into that. So if they can play Algonquin as tough as they possibly can, that's always a good sign for the Loyalist College, if they can at least hang around a little bit with Algonquin, but not so much tonight. So if they can put on a couple more points here in the last 5 minutes for some, make them feel a little bit better going back to their school. Now, inbound here. Good to see Corin Mikulski. She's happy and healthy and inbounding this pass. Priya Bular back to Mikulski, and Mikulski's going to bring this one up for the first time tonight. Haven't seen too much of her. Fake pass, lost her dribble, now she's on ISO. And back to Bular, and tipped. Bular takes it again, loses her dribble, and it's going to be tied up. This time, it's going to be Loyalist ball on the turnover.
Now on that play, we see the Loyalist player trying to drive the net, but you see Kate Dahmer and Libby Hurst don't give her much of an option and just try to grab the ball. And that'll be Loyalist basketball and see if they can do anything with 4:51 to go.
It's good to see Algonquin still playing physical even with the lead. And inbound right here, Gwen Forrester. Here's Goulart. Back to Taylor. Taylor posting up, looking for any amount of space, goes in for the layup. It's going to be bounced out. Nice rebound right there by Libby Hurst. Been all over the court tonight. Algonquin now has it. Daisha McDonald back in the game. Haven't seen so much of her. They've been in the lead this whole time, but she'll hit that three-pointer for 75 points for the Algonquin Wolves tonight, 75-37. And it's all Wolves here in the fourth quarter.
That's been the story, and you see Deja McDonald, 10 points so far in the night. What an unreal three there, and they continue to work good cuts as well to keep their players open for threes.
Algonquin still physical, knocked down one of the Loyalist players, but they still contain possession. Brooklyn White trying to get something going. Mikulski fakes it, lobs it up at the end of the buzzer, and nails it. A shot clock beating layup right there for Corinne Mikulski, her first points of the night.
Now, I think that's a good style to get your first points of the night. Just try to stop up, fake, hold the defender there, and just got to put the ball in the basket.
Algonquin has the ball now. McDonald isolated, looking for a screen. Defender backs off, got a pass inside, wide open layup, and one. Libby Hurst having herself a game and looking to extend her point total tonight. She's got 17.
What a play there. You have to give a lot of credit on this play to Deja McDonald. She's selling shot. Libby Hurst moves closer to the net, and then as soon as they see that it's thrown directly to Libby Hurst, that she gets fouled and earns a contact, and this can be a three-point play here for the Algonquin Wolves.
Hurst tacks on another point. 18 on the night on 8-14 shooting. Just hit both of her free throws. That's her second and one of the game, actually. Having a good game. Here's Goulart bringing it up for Loyalist. Inside pass, Taylor. Moving around. White underneath. Back to Goulart. It's tipped by McDonald, and it's going to be out of bounds. Lancer ball. Good play there by McDonald on the tip.
You always got to get your hands in the tip there. You just can't let the Loyalist Lancers get possession of the ball there. Even though they have possession right now, you just can't. You just got to give yourself a moment to reset here on this play.
Great play by last year's All-Canadian. Goulart with the ball now. Loyalist looking for three with 3 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to be no good. Rebound Algonquin. That's Kaylee Morehouse. Or Leah Hurst, rather. The other Hurst sister takes it inside and passes it to the outside. Lily Hazlitt drives to the lane, back to Hurst. Hurst on her own, drives inside. Pass is not going to go. McDonald with the shot clock winding down again! Daisha McDonald with back-to-back threes, and she's got 13 on the night.
All uncontested threes. You just can't give her that kind of room because that's what she'll do.
McDonald on Goulart, and McDonald just takes it out of her hands. What a play by McDonald. It's going to be a tie-up, and it'll be Algonquin ball this time.
And again, a smart play from Deja McDonald. She recognizes the player there is leaving her arm down there, but again, gotta get a replay of this amazing three-pointer from Deja McDonald.
She's honestly unstoppable when she gets hot. And after those last two threes, I'd be very scared of her taking any more shots. I'd look for the Lancers to kind of key on her a little bit more. Taylor on her right now. Leah Hurst bringing the ball up here. And she'll get past her defender, laid up and in! Great play by Leah Hurst there, not to be outshone by her sister as she gets on the board tonight. That's 6 points for her.
Now Leah Hurst there, marked 1v4 again. She has no fear. Fear does not exist in Leah Hurst's mind. She just drives the net there and gets the points.
Taylor gets a screen, floater in the middle, and that one's gonna go. Taylor with 12. 5 for 9 shooting tonight so far. Had those two nice threes in the first half, but not much since. That was her first points of the second half. McDonald here, having a fantastic game, dishing the ball out, 13 points as well. Algonquin got it. Hurst crosses it up, stuck inside. McDonald for three again! This one no good, gets her own rebound, drives it inside, tips it, loses it. Number 15 shot, that one's no good. Madison Robert on the miss. Goulart with the rebound for Loyalist. That one's tipped. McDonald, another great play, slows her down, and then a foul by number 8, Leah Hurst, as she comes in for the defensive play.
Looks like Leah Hurst, number 8, and Nicole Taylor, also number 8. Both number 8s coming together on that play. Try to get the ball, and the good thing Taylor's going to be okay.
She'll stay in the game. A little bit worse for wear, as a bit of blood on her nose, but she's tough. She can handle it. And with 1:30 to go here, Algonquin up by 42, so it's not exactly in reach. And the Lancers are more just playing for pride at this point. See if they can get a couple more points on the board against the #1 team in the country. Now, we got Taylor here, looking for a screen from Mikulski. Doesn't get it. Spins it out. Mikulski calling for the pass. Also doesn't get it. Taylor still has the ball. Danelia Myers isolation up at midcourt. She loses it for a second. Brings it back up. Shot clock winding down for 3. That one's good.
We highlighted her before the game, Myers. She delivers right there on that play for Loyalist.
Absolutely great play there as Leah Hurst brings it back up. Haven't seen Cooper Drover before, but she's on the court now. Back to Hurst. Hurst drives to the lane, going for another layup, underarm, and fouled. Shot won't go, but she'll go to line for 2.
Again, what a smart drive here from Leah Hurst. This is what she's done all game. She has no fear, just goes into the paint and earns those free throws.
Quick timeout here for Algonquin, a minute long. With 45 seconds left in this game, this one is all but over. Now it's just a formality at this point. But what did you think of Algonquin's performance so far tonight, Darren?
I think this has been one of the best performances they've had all season, and they've had so many good performances all season. I don't think they've played a bad game at all. They've played some games where it was a bit closer than they would have liked to, but they came in here with they came in here showing Loyalists that they're the best team in the country. And that's what they continue to do. They continue to top on their performances. And they just get better and better as the season goes on, and that's what Jamie McLean was telling me about earlier on in the season, that the team just has to build a good culture, and the good culture is already there, and they just continue to improve on that good culture. They have a lot of players who have been here for a while, and they have some good young players on the team who come in as rookies, and they continue to ingrain this winning culture with all the players on the team.
That last replay there by Danelia Myers. Not much to ride home about with a good feeling about, but that 3 right there is good for Myers. Myers so far on the night has 12. And the final minute of the fourth quarter is coming to you right now. Algonquin has free throws after the missed layup foul. 2 for Leah Hurst as she looks to extend her point total. She's got 8 so far. 8 for number 8. And her first free throw will be good. 84-44 for the Wolves right now. Stellar showing by the Algonquin Wolves tonight as Leah Hurst sets up for her second free throw. Looking to make it an even 10 points for the night for her, and she will do just that. She nails the second free throw. Priya Bular is taking this one up for Loyalist so far. I've seen a lot of her tonight. Lots of time carrying the ball. Tries to make a move, moving out to the right. Looking for a screen from Mikulski, gets it. Bid open, moves it over to Gwen Forrester. Forrester isolated, gets another screen, back to Myers. And Forrester's gonna take the 3. Bounces in and out, rebound. Taylor drive underneath, layup blocked. And rebound Algonquin, and they're gonna take it back up the other way. Cooper Drover pass it back to Leah Hurst. Hurst over to number 24 for 3. It bounces in and it's good. Cooper Drover, her first shot of the night. Lucky bounce there, bounces right in. We got 8 seconds left in the game. 5 seconds. Taylor, one more saying, we got Corinne Mikulski. 1 second to go. Might as well shoot it up. It's not going to go. And that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Algonquin 87, Loyalist 44 is your final.
What a final score here, 87-44, like you said, Michael. But Algonquin just have to be so proud about themselves. They come in here and made a statement win here against Loyalist, and this is a key part of the season here. When you look at Algonquin right now in the standings, they're unbeaten, but they have to stay unbeaten because Georgian was also crawling up right behind them when it comes to standings, and Georgian only lost 1 game this season, and that was to Algonquin, and these are games that can't be dropping, and Algonquin continuing the winning habits that we've seen all season. They just need to continue doing what they're doing, and they have special things that will happen to them at the end of the season if they just continue winning these games.
Absolutely. Our leading scorer tonight was Libby Hurst, had 18 points and 9 rebounds. Fantastic night for her. Of course, her sister had 10 points as well. So that's a good time for that family. Deshai McDonald had 10 rebounds and 13 points for a nice double-double tonight. And for the Loyalist, Nicole Taylor with 12 points and Chelsea Taylor with 10. But it wasn't enough as Algonquin defeats Loyalist Lancers 87-44. Let's throw it down to Josh Pena for our postgame. Josh isn't quite ready yet, so we're going to keep you here for a bit longer. Just taking a look at some of the other stats here. Sienna Miller had a pretty good game there. Went over 3 from 3, but still ended up with 11 points, as she definitely made her mark in the paint for sure.
Yeah, she really did make her mark. We saw she had a good game as well. Also, like, everyone on this Algonquin Wolves team just plays so well in the system. And it's pretty good, crazy to see how it's a very even scoring line from the Algonquin Wolves. We know Libby Hurst led the team in points, but for the most part for the rest of the team, it was all even, the scoring, and everyone had a good amount of chances.
Yeah, they were taking the shots when they were getting there. Not too many misses tonight for Algonquin. They had over 50% shooting from the floor. Meanwhile, Loyalists could barely break 30%. In fact, 29.2% for Loyalists tonight and 50% for Algonquin. And on threes, Algonquin hit 7 for 21, while Loyalists hit 6 for 20. One other player I want to shout out is Kate Dahmer, number 22. She didn't have tons of points, only 6 points, but she had 9 assists, 2 rebounds, and really made her presence feel on the court.
Kate Dahmer, she's not one of those players who's known for putting up points, but the one thing we always know her for is her ability to steal the ball and create turnovers and just change the game and change the outlook of things. And that's what she does so well, and she deserves a lot of credit for it. And I think we might be ready soon in a minute for the interview.
Yes, we do. We got Josh Pena right now for our post-game interview.
Hi, Deja. I'm Josh. Nice to meet you. I've got some few questions for you. That's okay.
That sounds good.
Awesome. So how does it feel to, first of all, congratulations on the 9-0 record. How does it feel to continue that win streak?
It's amazing. Like last year, we were still undefeated up until provincials, until like the semifinals. So like we kind of want to bring that into like the crossovers, but then having to like push each other throughout practices and like get better each game is like the only way that we can stay undefeated throughout the season. So like we just have to keep working like better and everything.
So how is like maintaining those expectations? Like since you're undefeated, it's got to be hard for you guys to keep on with the pressure and everything.
Well, like last year, again, like most of us are returning from last year, so we know that how well we can play, and then like we know like how it felt to lose like our like first game. So like we don't want to kind of like have that feeling again. So like we keep pushing each other and just like working hard is like the only thing we can really do. And like every practice we get better, and then like that's our goal. Like even from like next year, like our goal is to like keep improving throughout the season, and that's like all we can really do at the moment.
Awesome. One more question for you. What do you think you and your team need to improve on to continue with the winnings that you guys are getting?
I would say more talking on defense and like staying composed on offense. We do have like, we're like one of like the best defensive team in like our like division, but like we still have to improve, and like staying composed on offense will like keep us like in the momentum.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Deja. And thank you for tuning in to the women's basketball. Shortly, we'll be back with more with men's. Thank you.